What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today for a little while as we hang out. I'm making some nutrient solutions over here because I think we're just about ready for it. The other thing that I was going to do is I was going to make myself like 10 of these growing plots and then just sort of sprinkle them all over the place. I was also going to make a rooftop garden, but that might not be for this episode. Our guns are done. And so what I'm thinking is, since our guns are done, we should probably be on the run and just kind of have a look throughout the galaxy, right? I mean, we can go to the next area and just, like, have a look. What's the worst that could happen? And so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to slap some guns on our vehicle, and I think we're just going to be on up and out of here in the most sexy of fashions. It's only good to be on if you're feeling sexy. So for right now, I think what I'd like to do with the guns... There's a little shelf on each side that I might be able to make this work on. Either way, I don't think it's going to look like absolutely fantastic. But we need to put the gun somewhere, and I'm figuring either right here. I suppose I could front and center it, and that would make it the easiest to aim. I don't know if I want to put them on these little shelves over here. I guess I will. We'll put them on the shelves, and we'll see if that works for a while. In addition, that should allow us to hunt while we are afield. I probably don't want to do that while jumping. I'm going to screw this up somehow if I do it like that. Alright, and so we got our guns. Let's find out, do I still need to... It appears as though I don't really need to reload these, and so that's pretty cool. We've got a little bit of power left. It looks like we're putting some ammo downfield. I mean, unfortunately, there's no way to draw your fire together into a focal point. So, while that's disappointing, let's go to orbit, I guess. I don't know how long or how hard this is going to be. I also have no idea what's going to be out there. That's the other half of this, is that there could be, like, anything up here in space. And so, in all obviousness, I figure we'll just kind of like, damn, we are, like, really high up right now. What happens if I jump out of my vehicle from here? Oh, there's a little lake in the middle of there? What? Hold on, I need to investigate this. There's a lake in the midst of that? Oh, that's really, really cool. There's a lake in the middle of the mountain. That's super badass. Shoot the lake! It's coming right for us! The lake must be punished for its transgressions against humanity. Onwards with the gunfire of 1,000 machine gun-toting Valkyries. I feel like normal Valkyries aren't that threatening because they got like a spear. If you have like a spear, I'm only going to be worried if you're like 5 feet away from me. Otherwise, I'll be like, you realize we live in the age of guns, right? Where we can just like fix this right now and we won't have an issue. What's the range on the miniguns while we're contemplating? I think it was like 250 or something like that. It wasn't actually that big of a range. I wish that it said on the little thing at the bottom where it says AX-12 minigun. I wish that at the bottom right there, up above ammo, it would say like what the range is, just so you can keep it in mind while flying around. I wanted to save this into my blueprints in case it gets destroyed because I talked about that during the weekend wrap-up. About how, like, if anybody destroyed... Oh, shit. I may have jumped off a little bit low. It'll fall on its own in just a minute. Like, it doesn't say... The developers have added kind of like a backup plan for you, just in case you jump out when it's too high up in the air. I think I could probably get to it with my jetpack from, like, right here. Yeah, I can get to it with my jetpack from right here. But, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to control P it. That's right. So, let me get my jetpack out here. Oh, maybe I can't get up there. The jetpack, unfortunately, does not supply me with enough jumpage. That's not good. This could be an issue. Maybe if I get on top of one of these. Well, damn, I didn't think we were going to have a jumping puzzle right now. Oh, I thought they were just going to have like a flat clipping plane on top. Come on. Come on, no! Oh, you make this so difficult. You make my heart hurt. So close. So close, yet so far away. Yeah, I made it into the vehicle. Okay, so let's de-elevate this a little bit. Once again, I would love an altimeter. And so if I put you right there, somebody said that if I out-P, like something good will happen. Did it put it in here? Like basically you can create a blueprint of something that you've already created. And I don't know if you do that by targeting the core. Maybe you do it by targeting the core. Something's walking near me and it makes me feel nervous even though I've got way too much ordnance. There, get it down a little lower. And let's say that if I go like so. Is it out P, control P, just P? Talking about P the entire episode. So it appears to not be working right there. Let me look it up and see what it does. Okay, it was Alt P, but it's specifically right Alt P. And so if I do, I'm sorry, right Alt O. If I do that right there, you can make a new blueprint. I'm gonna call it the station wagon because that's what it looks like to me. I don't know. I have childhood memories of riding around in a station wagon, so there it is. This thing's gonna be this. Does that just rename it? Or now if I go into here, it appears as though I'm not exactly sure how this works. Like, what happens if I say load? Does it create like a ghost form and then I just fill in the blocks or something? I don't know. I'll play with it later because it's not immediately important right now. I want to go to Spotchy. So let's go to Spotchy. I think going to space will probably be quicker if I nose up and do it like this. Yep, I hate that. I hate flying so much. You guys have no idea. I am not a good flyer. I hate it so much. Flying is one of my least favorite things in the whole world. If I was meant to fly, my butt cheeks would be made out of helium. I do not accept the fact that physics and engineering have forced us into the sky. It's an abomination. I'm not supposed to be up there. I don't trust it. And I always hate this part of the flight too, where basically like the plane is going straight up into the sky, like leaning hella far back into your seat, just like whoa. I don't know. It's a scary thing for me. Oh wow, it does transition smoothly. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Oh, he fell back into orbit, dude. You have to go into re-entry. Oh, that's awful. Let's never do that again. Okay, I don't want to go in. I got sucked back into the gravitational field of the planet, so we gotta be the hell up out of here. Come on, we can clear Atmo. Okay, so move this thing around. I need to figure out, am I still being sucked towards the planet or am I good? I am. I'm still being drawn in by the gravitational field. Okay. So let's not deal with that right now. Let's just get away from the gravitational field. Make sure that we aren't going to be drawn into it any further. And then we'll figure out how we navigate or whatever. I don't know how many meters away. They do this in kind of like a condensed sense. I don't know how far away we have to be before. Oh, gravity right there. You can see the gravity well at the bottom right-hand corner. You can see like, oh, we're free of its gravity right now. I think we're good. Let's have a little look. Where's the planet? Oh yeah, we're up here, aren't we? Okay, so how do we navigate to other planets? Is there like a star map or anything like that? Oh, it's like right over there. Holy shit, it's like right on top of us. Okay, so we've got a moon over here. If you're wondering how moons are formed, it can be kind of random how moons are formed. Geologists study this, by the way. Lunar geologists. There are not a lot of lunar geologists. I'm just going to throw that one out there right now. There are some, but not a whole lot. But essentially, typically you end up with a moon when a big piece of a planet gets knocked off by some other catastrophe. So for ours, we assume that it happened when our planet was still molten. It hadn't quite cooled yet. It was still like a big ball of molten material. It appears as though there may have been some asteroid impact or something like that that knocked like a big chunk of the planet off, and that's how we ended up with our moon. It's hard to say exactly, though. So what happens if I go over here? I'm just going to try and keep line of sight on anything we might be able to infiltrate. Is it just going to lock onto the new planet once we get close enough? I wonder. Because we're pretty far away from Omicron at this point. Got 2 hours worth of fuel left. Oh wow, our fuel usage is like through the roof right now. It's okay, I brought a whole bunch of fuel cells with me just in case, but... Fire on the moon! You know, one would assume it'd be pretty difficult to get a chain gun to work in space. It would have to have its own oxygen supply so that it could strike the ignition on the powder or whatever else is firing things. I guess you could just make that take place. It would have to be like oxygen fed though. Kind of an interesting thing. You'd have to have some sort of like, I don't want to call it a carburetor because that's not what it would be, but you would have to have some kind of device that would mix in oxygen into like a... Hold on, we're about to crash into some giant shield thing. I'm going to try and come in kind of slight, I guess, because I don't know if we're going to... Oh, we zone in. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on right now. We got the shield right there for the little area we can't go into yet. Let's head down towards the surface, and we'll just have a look around for a little while. I'm going to refuel this thing while I'm down here, too. I don't know if there's going to be drones or any other enemies out here that we have to be aware of. We're just going to do like a real vague exploration mission. I would assume that there's daylight on this planet, right? Yeah, it looks like there's daylight. We should be good. I need to For whatever reason, our entry has actually given us a weird pitch. There we go. I had to even it out real fast. Let's go ahead and have a look around. I know I'm going the opposite direction that the sun's coming up, so it's going to take longer for daytime to be here. Just want to pan and scan around, though. It's actually pretty fun just running around exploring stuff. I don't know. This is fun for me. I feel stimulated right now. I feel like I'm doing something that entertains me. Can I go out here? I never understand what those green things are. I don't know. They do something, I assume, but I am not privy to what they do or where they do it. Because I'm just not that invasive of a person. I don't know. I kind of wish we were at a time period where we could do this stuff, where you could just like fly around and explore other planets. It seems pretty, oh my god, it's so dark right now. We gotta be on the backside, and then the sun's gonna rise on this side. You can see it from the halo effect. Ah, it's funny. Yep. We went all the way around the planet. Now, this place may not even be populated with any content just yet, although I thought that with where the game was at right now, all of the current planets had like stuff on them. Like some of it was procedural, and then some of it was like designed, and it was meant to be there. Ooh, there's a lava planet over there. Maybe I couldn't see the other planets because we were on the backside. Oh, wow. Forget the stupid moon. Let's go to Ice Planet. Hoth is my favorite planet, like, in the entire Star Wars mythos, whatever you want to say. I don't care. I don't use words right. Anyways, we'll go back up. That's the best way, is when you're ignorant, you should just get more angry and say, I don't do things right, and just never try again. Advice with Splattercats, kid. That just... Why did I pluralize myself? That says a number of strange things about me. Never mind. I'm going to keep moving forward. We're going to go to Ice Planet because it sounds way more awesome than right here. To orbit! It does take a lot longer than Can I get out of my craft in space? I would assume so. We're in like a self-contained suit, so one would assume that we... Oh, wow, it kind of like shifted my viewpoint too. I want to go to that... No! I don't want to be inside your gravity. No, go away. I want to go to Ice Planet. Leave me alone, Omicron Moon. You're so clingy. Oh, there's an asteroid. What? There's an asteroid field over here, too. Let's go look at it. There might be something to murder. I see lights over there, and I don't know if that's a reflection or if that's some kind of space station. I really don't want to get blasted in space right now. Like, that would totally suck. It would not be acceptable. I like the music that they chose. The little harps and stuff. Makes you feel very nervous about the situation. Like, I don't trust this. Yeah, it looks like there's something... It looks like there might be something in there. Hopefully it's nothing too dangerous, because I don't want to lose my spacecraft. I told people during the weekend review that I would be like homicidal if somebody destroyed my ship after like how long it took to build it. Like, it was a much huger pain in the ass to build this thing than I thought it was going to be. It was fun though. It was one of those nights where I got to sit down and just kind of like let the creative juices flow. What is that? Is that like a habitat? What is that right there? It's definitely not an asteroid. Is it going to shoot at me? Please don't shoot at me. I would love it if you would not. It would be super swell. Oh, look, there's something over there. It's got a jet booster. Now, given the fact that 100% of everything I found in the game so far is blatantly hostile. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got a plasma drone over here. I'm not even sure if I'm hitting him just yet. I just want to stay out of the way of that plasma launcher if I can. Oh, we took a hit. We took a hit! I hope he's not as tough as I think. Oh. Oh. He turns better than I do. That could be problematic. That could be really, really, really problematic. Come on. Yep. I don't know if this is a wise idea. It might be a better idea just to bug out for right now. I don't know. I feel like our turning radius is really shitty. Like, I feel like our craft does not turn well at all. And that makes me nervous. Oh, man, there's a plasma drone right there, too. Shit, they're a lot bigger than I thought they were, too. Mean little bastards, and the guns don't seem to affect them much at all. If it works anything like it works when people shoot at my craft, it means that I really got to put rounds on these things before they're going to fall apart, because you got to destroy them brick by brick. Yeah, the turning radius leaves something to really, really be desired on this thing. Like, for real, it's nasty considering the sheer amount of shit that I have on here. Like, I have a lot of boosters and stuff. Like, seriously, I have a ton of boosters. Turning should not be that big of an issue for this thing, but it seems to be a major problem. I just don't really want to get shot anymore. Are they still on me? I just want to survey the damage. I don't even care about any of that. Here, let's go down to Omicron real fast. I want to take a look and see how damaged the craft was from that plasma blast. I don't think one plasma is going to kill us. I think we'll probably be okay. I just want to make sure that he didn't, like, wipe out a single block, because plasma's better than I have right now. Plasma's way better. In addition, I would ask that the developers make the reticle on your gun actually reflect where your gun is aiming, because I have to aim basically slightly off to the right, slightly off to the left, or with a gap in between every single time I shoot at something, which makes me nervous. So where was that asteroid field at? It was like in between lava and ice planet. So it was like over there. There it is. Let's go back in and see if we can dogfight for a minute, maybe make this thing work. But those were big crafts that we were shooting at. And so my worry right there is that we just can't deal the damage to dismember the damn thing without putting ourselves at serious risk of being shot repeatedly. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. It's shaped kind of like a gun though, which makes me nervous. There's no like zoom function or anything in this game, so I don't know. Just gotta take a look at it. It looks like some kind of moon base, maybe. Oh, I'm being fired at again. That's fun. Oh, it's firing at me now too. Okay. So that's concerning. Alright, well, it would appear as though whatever these vehicles are, they're defending this location, and I think that's out of range right there. Sooner or later, he's coming at me from the direction of the sun, too. He's probably doing it on accident, but still. Kind of a sneaky move, sis. I would like for you to no longer be anywhere near me. I feel like I'm really, really ineffective right now. Like, I really don't feel like I'm damaging anything or making, like, anything occur. And now we've lost targeting. Yeah, we got some whack-ass guns on here. We need some new guns. Otherwise, this is not going to work for me. Like, I can't tell you exactly how much damage it's going to take our station wagon to wipe this thing out. But I can tell you it is equal. Oh, we got him! Oh, okay, so he's not actually segmented. He's made out of, like, multiple pieces. I'm sorry, he's not made out of multiple pieces. He's just, like, one thing. Okay, well, if we could wipe out the patrols, we might be able to make a dent in this area. I do sincerely wish we could turn faster, though. Like, for realsies. Our turning is sub-satisfactory, to say the least. Who else is out here? There's another one down there, and there's another one off to the right. So I see two right there. They're kind of near the lava planet. I don't know if you guys can see them. That flare effect makes them a little bit hard to see. The other thing we might be able to focus on if is we can like clear that platform out right there and land on it. We might be able to use it for maybe like a sky base or something. It looks like there's another one off to the left too. So this might be an engagement zone that is worth going after if we can make it happen. I also don't know if we can salvage these drones or not. given the lack of a viewfinder that I have right now, it's also, or I'm sorry, a distance or a rangefinder. It's also kind of problematic knowing whether I'm in or out of range on anything, because there's no discernible graphic either for when you're like shooting something. There's no sort of like sparking effect to denote that they're being hit that I can see anyways, personally. I might just be an idiot, but I would like this drone to come after me. If I could get him to come and be friends, that would be just fantastic. There he is. Oh, Christ. Ow. Okay. Alright. Alright. You're a big man. Calm down. Where did he go? Oh, dude, that's the worst. Yeah, there definitely needs to be some lock-on system or some tracking system for the vehicles in space, because they're just way too difficult to see right now. Almost impossible to see, in all fairness. Alright, let's get back down to the planet for right now. I think that we're being outgunned pretty hard, and I don't want this thing to fall apart on me before we actually get any exploration done. We can always come back into orbit if we need to. I wonder if he can follow me. We're about to find out. This will be one of those like Samuel L. Jackson hold on to your butts moments. Diving back into... Oh shit, that's so dope! I love that re-entry effect. That's hella sick. Alright, so now we just kind of have to hope that he doesn't follow us. Let's go survey the damage real quick and kind of see where this is going. But yeah, the game needs a lock-on system or something. Or at least some way you can lock onto things and it puts like a little box around them or something like you have when you play like maybe X3 or something like that, because tracking celestial objects in this game is very, very difficult, and they can just get the jump on you super easily because there's no way to visually lock on. It sounds like a complaint, but I'm being constructive right now. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that from my perspective, it's very, very difficult to see things in space until they're right on top of you already, and they don't seem to suffer from the same handicap. Let's refuel, and we'll go take a look at this. It looks like spaceflight actually takes a lot more... I mean, technically, I could just strap more guns on this thing, and we could just make it hurt a lot more. I do wish that there was a shield as well, like some kind of shielding you could put on here. Something to block energy weapons or something like that for a little while at the expense of your power and draining out your capacitor. Let's put down real quick. Let's take a look and see. Oh, wow, it launched me the hell out. Ow, what was that? Ow. No, turn off the jetpack. Turn off the jetpack. We have problems. Apparently, I landed in the wrong spot. I was in the wrong Scorpion neighborhood, and those arachnids were ready to tell me their business. So let me survey the damage here and see how bad it is. Actually, you can barely tell that we took a hit at all. It's a little dented up, but it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. It's a little roughed up, but it's not so bad. What about on the back end? How are we looking over here? Thrusters are okay. Huh. Alright, well I wanted to bug out early rather than late, just like in the case of being, hey. I don't think so, Rockman. You better go back to the Mega Man game you spawned out of. Wow, you gotta aim super far to the right. For being shot at, he really does not seem to be that, like, engaged. So for right now, what else took a hit? Did anything take a hit? Actually, it wasn't that bad. I think I panicked and bugged out a little bit early, although I think I could pretty easily argue that if you've only got one ship, you should definitely be careful with it, and you should err on the side of caution. All in all, our first scouting mission went okay. We destroyed an enemy in a dogfight, got rid of a bogey, because nobody likes to have extra bogeys sitting around. And then after that, I really wish there was a way to converge our fire on a singular point, though. I don't know. I'll come back in the next episode. We may go back out into space and see if we could dogfight a little bit better. I'm going to refuel, and I'll see y'all there. How you do, everybody?